Hey y'all, so today I will be talking about my third trimester. It seems like it has gone by so fast. I will be 37 weeks on Friday, so I figured I'd kind of film this video early because I kind of feel like it's gonna be soon, and I didn't want to film this video like after I already had the baby. But yeah, it's been kind of crazy. It's been a really fun trimester. Drinking my red raspberry leaf tea that my midwife recommended. It's not raspberry tea, so it doesn't taste like raspberry tea. But anyways, I don't have my notebook today, so I'm kind of just going off the dome because I'm pregnancy brain. I don't even know where my notebook is. But anyways, so for this third trimester, definitely my energies were a lot higher than my first, but a lot less than my second. And I think it's just because I'm starting to get ready. Nana will be in and out of the shot. She's kind of running around today. So I've been feeling a little bit more tired, for sure. My hands and feet haven't swollen up, thank goodness, because I was really scared about that just because I feel like it would be super uncomfortable. So thus far, my hands and feet haven't swollen up. I haven't gotten any headaches, which I'm really, really grateful for. So like physically, the only difference has been that my belly is really heavy now. Like, it's very low. I'll show you guys a shot of it once I'm done blabbling. But so my belly's really low now, and the baby is still kicking. Like my midwife and like everybody's been telling me like, oh, you know, third trimester at the very end, you're barely gonna feel the baby move because, you know, they have a lot less room and blah blah blah. And it's like, this potato's still kicking and like moving around and flailing around and stuff. So I don't know about all that. I guess it's different for everybody, but I have been waking up a million times in the middle of the night to have to go pee, and about once or twice I wasn't able to go back to sleep. Usually, like almost every night I'm able to just like, I go to the bathroom, come back, and then just go back to sleep. But once or twice I wasn't able to go back to sleep, and that sucked because I've never had any form of like insomnia or something or anything like that. Like once I hit the bed, like I'm going to sleep and that's it. So that was really weird for me to stay up most of the night and I couldn't sleep and I like didn't know what to do with myself. Another thing too is that I've been in hyper nesting mode, getting all the stuff together and just super excited about it and trying to have everything, you know, as perfect as I can have it. I know that you're as ready as you're gonna be regardless like of how much you prep. Like when it happens, it happens. But we're super excited about that. And 2 weeks ago we started our natural birthing class, which has been super awesome. It's been really great for both me and Zach because they teach pretty much like our roles for that day and just what he has to do and how he has to do it, what manner he has to do it to make me feel the most comfortable. Tons of people are like, oh, you know, you don't really need a birthing class, like blah blah blah, but like it's super beneficial. Like just the past 2 classes that we've taken, we've learned so much, and like the whole fluids in, fluids out, snacking, and like what's the best, and blah blah blah. Like we've learned incredible amounts in just the 2 classes, and we have 2 more classes to go. But so we have our next class tomorrow, and then I have this just feeling that I might go into labor this weekend. So I don't know if we'll make it to the next class. My due date isn't until November 18th, but I have this just strong feeling that it'll be a lot sooner than that. But who knows? Halloween, baby. But I've been feeling really good. Still been able to exercise and still walk around, and I still come to the office, and like as far as that, everything pretty much stayed the same for like as far as like the second trimester. We went hiking this past weekend and it was just funny. It was like 9-month pregnant lady hiking, but I felt great. It felt really good to be outside. Always feels really good to be outside, but like to be walking around of course I had to take it a lot slower than I would normally do it. So we were kind of like at a pregnant lady pace, but it was really fun. We took some pictures out there, and that was nice. Salud. As far as my like mental state goes, I feel like I'm in much more of a relaxed state. I don't know if it's just, I guess it should be the opposite, like I should be freaking out more, but I feel more at ease. I've been meditating a lot more often, and so I think that's been helping a lot too. But I just feel ready, you know, like I just feel like the time is near, and I have done everything that I could to prepare, both physically and mentally. So I think that's what's been keeping me like whole and like grounded and whatnot. So I think that it's going to be a really awesome experience. I have this really good feeling about it. It's going to be an awesome experience regardless, because we get the baby at the end. But I just feel like I can totally boss it and just own this labor. I'm so emotional lately. That's one thing that's just been absolutely crazy. I'll be in the car and I'll just hear like the most random song. Like it won't be like an emotional song. It'll be like some merengue playing in the background, and I'll just like start sobbing. I'm just like, oh, like just going crazy, and I don't even know why. Like I try to think to myself like, okay, why exactly is this making me so emotional? And I have no idea why. Like no clue as to like why it would be making me cry. And then like commercials and stuff like that, like anything will just make me like super emotional and just start crying. So that's been really interesting, because I try to identify like why it is, like what is triggering it, and like most of the time I have no idea like what it could possibly be. Since taking the birthing class, I've been just gathering a couple of things and concepts for like our birthing plan, as far as just like procedures go and stuff like that. Since I am giving birth, it'll be at the birthing center here, with the water birth available. I don't know what I'm gonna want at the time, but that will be available to me. But as far as like delayed clamping and just things like of that nature that I've been learning a lot more about since the class. I knew like the gist of random bits here and there, but like the class has just been really good for bringing all of those things together and helping us figure out what we do want and what we don't want. I have been so grateful for my midwife and then for that class, because they're just, first of all, they're like just kick-ass people, but they also explain everything in a non-condescending way. I have a couple of people that take the class that it's not their first pregnancy, so they've gone to like a hospital for their first pregnancy, and they were just talking about like how condescending and how like they would kind of like put them in a corner into making this decision, and made it seem like if you love your child and care for your child, you know, you're gonna do this, and it's, you know, some super invasive medical procedure, which by all means, you know, thank goodness for the medical community and everything that they do, but there's certain things where it's just like, you know, we could have done this way and it would have been a lot easier and like not as invasive, and it wasn't absolutely necessary. Like there are plenty of times where like invasive medical procedures are absolutely necessary, but not all the time, you know. But anyways, if you want any more information on that, you should totally watch The Price of Being Born, The Cost of Being Born, something like that. Just Google that. It's a really good documentary. But anyways, they've been just super informative, and like they say, like, we're never gonna make you do something. We're gonna give you the options and tell you, you know, the pros and cons of each, and then it's up to you as an informed individual to make your decision, which, I mean, like, that's just how everything should be. That just makes the most amount of sense. But yeah, they're totally awesome. And I'm super excited that we're working with them to create this incredible environment for me to labor in. I have this like concept in my head of how I think it's gonna happen, and I just know that I'm gonna want like avocado sushi like right before I'm going into labor. Like I already have this idea that that's what I'm gonna want, and I've had this dream like multiple times of like my entire labor and like everything that happens, and I kind of wrote it down a little bit and just thinking that like it probably will go that way. Not exactly, but like probably a couple of the things that I keep dreaming about, like this is her favorite thing to do. Huh, Nana? But like having mango chunks and stuff like that, like just random things that I had in my dream that were like super specific, and I was like, you know what, that's a really good idea. But that's it as far as my third trimester goes. Like I said, it's been awesome so far. I am full term on Friday, so in 3 days I am full term, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to have a baby and be able to hold the baby and just love on the baby and everything. So I think that that's something else that I wanted to talk about, was your mental state, your concept of your pregnancy. And that goes for what you believe, what people tell you, energy that people bring to you, energy that you're bringing to the situation, and that goes with anything in life. But I've had such an incredible, positive, beautiful pregnancy experience. And I think that has a lot to do with the people that I surround myself with, and just the way that I perceive being pregnant. Like it's not a disease, it's not an illness, it's an incredible journey in life that you endure if you want to. And I think that seeing it that way puts it into a different perspective, as opposed to seeing it as like this horrendous, awful, shitty thing. Also, like I said, surrounding yourself with positive people. Zach, my husband, has been like beyond words the most supportive person ever. Like mentally, physically being there for me when, you know, my back is being sore or this or that. Like surrounding yourself by people that are going to uplift you in moments that are difficult. I mean, that's I don't see anything more helpful to get you through something as important and huge as being pregnant. And you know, it's the same thing for when you're in labor, and it's the same thing when you're mourning someone's death or anything like that. It's a big event in your life. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to be super awesome and super positive and bring you into that higher elevated state so that you can rock through whatever event you have to go through. But yeah, I'm gonna quit babbling because I could probably babble on forever. I will see you guys in the next video. I completely forgot that I was gonna do a bump shot, so here we go. So this is me. None of my shirts fit, like at all. So super big, super tight belly. Really excited. Like I said, it's super low, and I think Baby Bell is ready to roll.